Hey YouTube, how's everybody doing today? Texas Redleg here. I wanted to discuss a topic today that I've kind of been pondering for a while, and basically I just want to talk about the difference between propaganda and reality, especially when it comes to the media. I'm sure we all have our preferences with what news we get or like to get, or what news we choose to follow or believe. Um, Unfortunately, the media has turned into nothing more than a circus or propaganda arm, for the most part, of the left. There's a few networks that I trust, and I kind of watch them all, evenly. I flip around between them, and that is One America News, OAN, Newsmax, and Newsmax TV on cable is pretty good. It doesn't give all the time. It doesn't give live news, but it gives you a lot of, I would say, level-headed opinions based on reality, and they obviously do lean more to the right or conservative values. OAN, Newsmax are the primary two that I watch. I'll watch Fox sparingly. Tucker, Hannity, Laura Ingraham. That's about it. The rest of it is really just propaganda, rhetoric, leaning to the left. And of course, the media, they benefit from stoking the flames and keeping us, misinformed in order to foster an agenda to basically elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So they want strife, they want chaos, they want unrest, they want destruction, they want divisive citizens, they want people against each other. It sells papers, and this and that. So I always say, try to listen to the left some and just know your enemies. Know what they're saying. The old saying goes, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, or something like that. But we got to know what they're up to as well, and you got to be able to distinguish truth from fiction. And a lot of times it takes getting grouped up with like-minded patriots and getting different opinions of things and seeing where we're going. There's a lot of conservatives out there that are still don't think this is going to happen and don't think it's going to fall into chaos and this and that. But like I said, the hate for Donald Trump is so high on the left that I don't think they're incapable of trying anything to disrupt, incite violence, incite destruction. They're already doing it. Conditioning us to. And they got a reporter standing in front of a building that's engulfed in flames from a arsonist or arsonists, and they're trying to say that it's just peaceful, normal protesting. Fiery but peaceful. I mean, really? Get a grip. So they're conditioning the public or the viewers to accept this type of behavior as normalcy. That's what they want to do. And they want us to think, oh, well, it's okay because they don't like Donald Trump. That's about as ignorant as shit as I've ever heard in my life. So it's true what Donald Trump says. He is the president of law and order. Joe Biden is will be the if he is elected. God, I hope not. But if he is, he will be the president of disorder, unlawfulness, chaos. This is insane. And I'll tell you something else. Law enforcement, as a former member of law enforcement, you need to remember your oath. You swore. I know your jobs are in jeopardy if you disobey. But by God, you can go to other places and work and still, defend the Constitution. You don't have to work for those clowns. They don't care about you. You're just an arm for them when they need you and when they want you. They don't give a damn about you. No, they care about their little personal details. They care about that. But majority of you guys, they couldn't care less what the hell happens to you if you get injured, this or that. It's insane. People need to decide what kind of country they want to live in. You know, when I was in the Army back in Germany in the late 80s, early 90s, you know, it was a very safe country. Very, very safe. Now, you had your little Eastern European stuff from time to time, but having been in law enforcement and having worked with the German police quite a bit in various roles, they knew what they were doing. They didn't have a lot of political push against them. Now it's all different. It's the same over there as it is here. Politicians are trying to neuter law enforcement to be ineffective and only to be utilized at the politicians' will for their benefit. They don't care about you. So there are locations that are pro-law enforcement. In my area of North Texas, there's a lot of pro-law enforcement people, and a lot of us that have the law dogs' backs. We got your six, most of us up here. So there's places that you're welcome. Remember that. And I've said it before. If you're in a position where you can't trust your constituents, you can't trust your leaders, your elected officials, you need to be getting the hell out of there. If not for profession, at least for your family. Because apparently there's a lot of people that like to live in this chaos, this rioting, looting. They're just fine with it. I guess they keep electing these people, so looks like it to me. But propaganda versus fiction, people, do some digging, know the truth. All right, don't let these clowns in the media distract you from the mission of getting Donald Trump reelected, because that's what they're doing. It's going to take everything they got, plus election fraud, voting fraud, to get this done. There is no way Joe Biden beats Donald Trump straight up. There ain't no damn way. They're going to have some help, and they're willing to do anything to get rid of him. So that's another whole issue that we're going to have to deal with, most likely. They might not even have a damn decision by the time, December gets here. We might be dealing with chaos all the way through the new year. It's going to be bad, I'm telling you. People are going to raise hell when Donald Trump gets reelected. Anyway, do some digging, do some research, know the truth, think for yourselves, teach your children, think for themselves. It's easy to get bullied out there. That's what these miscreants and lowlifes do. They, on the left, if you don't agree with them, then you're the one in the wrong, and they don't want to hear your side. And they're willing to use violence, intimidation, anything else they can to silence you. And if you're not on their side, you're the enemy. I have to respect people's difference of opinion. I'm fine with it. It doesn't mean I have to like it or agree with it, but you're entitled to your opinion, just like me. So, I wish you all the best. Stay safe. Think for yourselves. Do research. Connect with like-minded patriots. Keep prepping. Stack it deep. Long to the Republic.